Alright, what's up everybody? I'm going to be going over today's trade recap. I did over risk today a little. I'm not over risk. My rules usually only take 2 trades, but I ended up taking 4. But on 2 of the trades, I took my profits pretty early before it got to the full take profit. So I'll show you guys which trades I took today, and then I'll go down the rundown of why I took these trades. But I started off the day with marking out London and Asian session highs, and then we had London session lows down here, and then we also had 1 hour low, 1 hour low, and then a 4 hour imbalance. Same thing on ES over here. We had London session highs. This is a 15-minute low that I'll explain. I took TP on, and then I also had London session lows down here. So as you guys can see, market opens. You guys can see, right? Yep. Market opens, and I saw on the 5-minute we had this S&T, so NASDAQ was lagging. We had a high and then a lower high on ES, and then we had a high and then a higher high on NASDAQ. So I also saw around, before market opened, around 9:20, so 10 minutes before, ES swept out London session highs, and NASDAQ didn't yet. So I started off the day. I went really light on this trade anyway. Even if I lost, I only would have lost around $100. I went for a 1-to-1 risk to reward, but I saw that, and then we were still bullish on the 5-minute on on NASDAQ. So I thought we were going to come up and sweep out these highs. So let's go back to market open. So I saw we had bullish confluences on the 1-minute. We had this big 1-minute fair value gap. And then we also had one right here. But I marked equilibrium from these lows to these highs. And I saw price dip into equilibrium in both of these fair value gaps. And then we got buying pressure out of it. So I ended up taking a trade. I'll show you. Off of this candle right here. And I went in really light, and I was going to target these highs up here. I put my stop loss below this low. I'll extend this out a little bit. I put my stop loss below this low. Again, this is a 1 to 1.53. I did not go big on this trade at all. I risked $100 to make around like 150 or something like that. But I ended up taking profit right at these highs because I wasn't greedy today. I thought it was going to come up and take out these highs up here, but I saw we broke above these highs. In case we reacted back down, I just wanted to take my profit. And then I won that trade for 1 to 1.13. So after that, I was still waiting for NASDAQ to come up and take out these highs. But I saw an ES over here. So here's one of the second trades I took. So ES, I saw we had a break of structure on the 5-minute. So that'll be right here. We had a break of structure on the 5-minute. And then we had this fair value gap, this bearish fair value gap. And then we also had, let me turn my ringer off real quick. We also had this breaker block right here. So I marked out both of these. And on the 5-minute, I waited, and then I saw we got a good reaction on this candle when price came back into the fair value gap and our breaker block. So I scaled down to the 1-minute on this one. And then I'll delete this so you guys can see it. Oop. Let's go back. What happened there? What the heck? Okay, there we go. Sorry about that. Alright, we'll delete this for you guys right here so you guys can see it. I saw we respected this bearish fair value gap, and I marked out equilibrium from these highs to these lows. And as you can see, we came in. I entered off this candle right here for a short position, and then I put my stop loss above this high right here. And I targeted, in the video you guys will see, I was targeting these lows originally for my full take profit, but I took half TP off these 15-minute lows right here for a 1 to 1.73 risk to reward ratio. So that got hit. I took off half the position. Then we were coming back up a little bit, and then we started coming back down, and I thought we were going to come take these out, but then we kept just chopping around for a little bit. So I took off 75% of my entry here. So I ended up putting my stop loss to break even, and then we ended up making some profit on that trade, then getting stopped out. So that's the second trade I went over. And then the third trade, oh yeah, it was another long on NASDAQ. So we already swept London session highs on ES, and I was still on NASDAQ over here before we ended up sweeping those. So we got this reaction back down, and I saw we came back down into this 1 minute imbalance down here, and we were still bullish on the 5 minute. We didn't break structure to the downside yet on ES, on NASDAQ yet, until we swept London session highs and Asian session highs. So as you can see, just to make sure, yeah, we were still bullish before we swept these, and then we invalidated this fair value gap down here, this bullish fair value gap, and that's when I started looking for a short, which I'll explain next. But before we swept these highs yet, because ES already swept them, I knew we were hunting these out on NASDAQ. And this is where I took my third trade. I saw we came back down into this imbalance we were in before. And I saw we invalidated this bearish fair value gap right here. So we invalidated that. We came back down. We dipped into it. We respected it at first, invalidated it, came back in. Then we got buying pressure out of it. I entered off of that right there. So I entered a long position here. And I still, all these trades I de-risked a lot today. I ended up making $633 per account. But I put my entry there, and then I put my stop below this low right here. And I ended up hitting a 1 to 1.84 risk to reward ratio on this one when I targeted these highs. So after we swept those highs, I should have been done there for the day, but I got a little greedy today. I still de-risked on this last trade, and I got lucky on it. So this is why I exited early, but you guys will see in the video. I saw we came up. I was back on the 5 minute here, and if you go on the 5 minute on ES, mark that out for you guys. You guys can see we still were respecting this 5 minute imbalance right here on ES and this breaker block. So in my mind, if we got a breaker structure to the downside or an inverse fair value gap, I was going to look for an entry. I honestly should have took it on ES because it hit take profit. NASDAQ came close. It was about, let's see how many ticks this is. Yeah, 22 ticks away. It was close, but it didn't hit it. But I ended up taking profit at 15-minute lows like I did on my last trade because of what happened. So you'll see we didn't get a break of structure yet, but we invalidated this bullish fair value gap right here. I'll mark this blue for you guys. We invalidated that, and then I wanted to look for a retracement back up into it. So we got a retracement back up into it here, but we also had, we'll delete this. We had a bearish fair value gap form, and then I marked equilibrium. I didn't mean to turn that orange. And then I marked equilibrium from these highs to these lows. And as you can see, we came into the imbalance and into equilibrium. We got selling pressure out of it. I was scaled down into the 1 minute here. I scaled down into the 1 minute. I saw this bearish fair value gap form. And then I also marked equilibrium from that one when I scaled down into the 1 minute. Let's delete this other one real quick. I marked out equilibrium from these highs. Turn off this magnet. To these lows right here. And price didn't come into equilibrium. I entered a little bit too early here. I saw this candle come up, and then we got selling pressure out of it a little bit. I entered off this candle to the downside. So I entered here. Then I put my stop loss at where equilibrium would get invalidated. And then my take profit originally was these lows down here, London session lows. So as you can see, I also marked out these 15-minute lows because I saw price coming up, and I thought I was honestly going to get stopped out of this trade. But as you can see, you see these 15-minute lows. Where are they at? Oh yeah, right here. We already swept them out once, so I wasn't sure if we were going to do it again. I just thought this was a good spot to take profit because after I was, number one, I took too many trades. Number two, I thought I was going to get stopped out, and then you guys will see in the video just a huge dump happen. That was bad. But a huge drop to the downside happened, and I ended up just taking profit right. I didn't take it right away over here. I took it around when it came back up past this level. So I took profit right here. And then, yeah, it ended up coming back up, coming all the way back up. We would have got stopped out, and then it ended up dipping back down. But I took my profit here. I know it's a terrible risk to reward, but I still made around $400 on this trade. And I was fine with that for the day because I won those other three. I wasn't going to get greedy. I thought I was going to get stopped out and lose the profits I already made for the day, and this huge move happened. I saw I was in profit that much, and I just wasn't greedy, and I just took it as quick as I could. So, yeah, I think I got lucky on this last trade. I think the other three trades were okay. Today I traded, I rushed my last trade, I think, and I shouldn't have overtraded. But, I mean, wins are wins. I ended the day profitable. I hit all four of the trades. I did exit early on a couple of them. I need to fix some stuff with that. I just wanted to be a little bit less greedy because I lost the two past days. So, I mean, today we ended the day with like $2,500 profit combined with all these accounts, and we have one more day tomorrow, Friday. I think there's a little bit of news tomorrow, so I'm not sure if I'm going to trade. But I'll get this trading recap video up. I also am creating a Discord today so I could start getting a community together, and it's going to be free. People can join that, and then we'll get a bunch of traders in there, and we can all interact with each other and just help each other grow. So those are the trades I took today. I'll get this video up, and I'll get the video of me live trading those trades, and then, yeah, we'll see what happens tomorrow. Appreciate it, guys. I appreciate it, everyone. Sorry, guys and girls. Thank you.